Some scary news topping this week's ArgoCast. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Webb. The university says they're facing a projected $14 million budget deficit. It's all due to changes in tuition revenue and an increase in cost of university employee benefits. UI became a full participant in the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program in April of 2018. It allows students from some neighboring states to pay over $15,000 less in tuition than other out-of-state students. This change accounts for $5 million of the shortfall. $7 million of the shortfall comes from increases to UI employee benefits packages, while the remaining $2 million is included as a margin of error. Earlier this month, the body of Luis Diaz was found near Elk Creek Falls after falling during a hike. The 16-year-old's death led to conversation of hiking safety among local officials. Stephanie Spencer of the Blues Ranger District says they maintain and adhere to trail safety standards, but there's always hazards when hiking on the forest. Clearwater County Sheriff Chris Goat said Diaz was wearing cowboy boots when he fell into the water. This, of course, is a good reminder to wear proper gear when going on hikes. On Tuesday, students gathered to honor Katy Benoit at the annual campus safety keynote address. In 2011, Benoit was murdered by former UI professor and intimate partner Ernesto Bustamante. Benoit's parents attended the keynote, marking one of the first times they've returned to campus since their daughter was murdered. This year, Jennifer Landhuse, the director of the Stalking Prevention Awareness and Resource Center, gave a presentation on the definition of stalking and how to help stalking victims. In life news, UI fourth-year student David Katz has garnered much attention in the past week. Katz is known by the students as Kazoo Guy from the Toxic Matriarchy event last spring and the guy who stole the sign at the anti-abortion demonstration last week. Katz says he plans to continue his unique style of protests in the future. Continuing in life news, the UI Theater Department season began this week with the first showings of Drowning Ophelia. The play follows a young adult named Jane who finds Ophelia from Shakespeare's Hamlet in her bathtub. Jane must solve the mystery of why Ophelia was there while navigating relationships and childhood traumas. Theater Arts recommends buying tickets in advance due to limited seating. The play will be live today and October 2nd through the 6th at the Pocket Playhouse in Shoup Hall. Here are the Vandal Nation tweets of the week. FCS football congratulated Charles Argonaut as one of their defensive players of the week in the Big Sky Conference. They said, quote, "Congratulations to the Week 4 Stats FCS National Players of the Week, E.J. Perry, Charles Argonaut, Ernest Edwards, and Gardner Webb." Christina Stanford tweeted as Idaho basketball kicked off this week, "Today is the day we start official practice for 2019-2020. I can't wait to see what this group can accomplish this year. This journey is going to be fun." Idaho football tweeted their condolences to alumnus Caden Ellis, who suffered a setback at the start of his NFL career. They said, quote, "Sending our best to Caden Ellis, who suffered a season-ending knee injury. Your Vandal family is behind you and your recovery process. We know you'll be back in the elite level soon. #ProVandals." Keith Sims shared that former Idaho point guard Perian Caldrent will soon have the opportunity to play alongside old friend Zach Levine. He said in part, quote, "The Chicago Bulls have signed guard Perian Caldrent. Caldrent played Summer League with the Chicago Bulls. He underdrafted out of Idaho at the 2018 NBA Draft. Caldrent was a high school teammates with Bulls guard Zach Levine and sat out last season rehabbing an injury." And for complete coverage on all things sports, just head over to the Vandal Scoreboard and Vandal Nation's Facebook page. We're back next Sunday, but until we speak again, I'm John Webb. Have a great week.